I helped an advertising agency owner go from working 80 hours a week to taking 3 weeks vacation while their business grew by 32%. There was no team expansion. There was no magic software, crazy decisions made, just a 7-step process that shifted everything. Most online service founders are trapped in a prison that they built for themselves. Your expertise has become your bottleneck. And today I'm going to show you the exact system we use to help several 7-figure agency owners escape their operations so they could grow their business again. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Jordan Ross. I'm the founder of 8-Figure Agency. We're a growth consultancy and portfolio that's helped over 1,000 agency owners grow their business and exit their operation. And this 7-step process is built so simply that you can start to implement it literally today. Most founders have everything in their head. They have all the knowledge, all the clients, all the processes, all the genius. And that's the biggest bottleneck. That's the biggest reason they're unable to start building systems that actually allow them to hire, to delegate, to go sell more, to increase capacity, because it's all in their brain. And the first step is we need to build a process to start to extrapolate some of those things. So in order to do that, we're going to want to record everything, right? I don't want you to have to think about what you need to build. I just want you to keep doing your thing. Now, there's one of two ways you could do this. The first way is with Fireflies.ai, and you can have Fireflies join every sales call, every client call. And just by documenting the calls correctly and in your calendar invites, explicitly define what each meeting is for. We're going to circle back to why we do this later. And for every single time you're working alone, you're going to want to use Loom or Fireflies to document it. And step 2 is once you're actually doing your solo work and you're recording it, I want you to talk to the camera like you're training an employee. Because here's what's happened since the inception of time, since businesses exist. You hire employees, they shadow you. You train them by having them shadow you, and then they're trained after several months or several years. There's no need for that, because if you are actually training them in advance, every time you have a solo work session where you're building strategy, building client execution, doing anything internally, could be client ops, team member ops. If you talk to the camera and slow down, you decrease your productivity just a little bit, you're going to be able to aggregate so much amazing training that we could circle back to later. And as long as you have the title correctly documented, we can aggregate all of these transcripts now with AI transcription in Loom or Fireflies. And like I said, stick around to step number 5 where I could actually tell you what we do with these transcripts. Now, putting that to the side for 1 second, step number 3 is record your time. When it comes to time recording, I recommend you start using Toggle, but there's several softwares you could do this. The reason we're going to start to record our time is once founders actually have a process to start to delegate and to start to train other people, we need to decide what we need to delegate. We need to make a decision what's going to actually create a wedge that could allow you to start to get out of your operation. And the way I explain it is instead of trying to flip a light switch and get everything off of your plate, let's do it gradually. Let's get 2 hours of your week back, then 5 and 8 and 10 hours, and allow us to start to get some wins that are simple, they're manageable, and they're not overwhelming to actually get to. After you document time for 1 week up to 4 weeks, we're going to analyze it. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at where is your time going. What I recommend you do is identify all the administrative tasks that you do and all the operations tasks that you do. We're going to look for either the simplest wins from an administrative perspective. Now, this could be scheduling, this could be invoicing, this could be accounts receivable and accounts payable. This could be working in QuickBooks. Operation could be making some graphics, doing some project management, or several other simple things. But we want to look at the things that are easier, that have an abundance of talent just on the marketplace that we can more easily hire. And what we're going to do is we're going to identify 1 to 2 roles or 2 to 10 tasks that you believe are achievable to actually delegate. And once we have those decisions made, now it's time to actually talk strategy. Now, step number 5 is really simple. We're going to start to take all these transcripts and we're going to upload every single one with the meeting title at the very top into Google Docs. Ideally, if you do this into one massive Google Doc, that's even better, but you can do all meetings that are solo, all meetings that are client-based, and all sales meetings into 3 docs. And what's really crazy, if you were to go into ChatGPT and you're to build a custom GPT, which I actually made a training on, so make sure you reference that training if you need to learn how to do that, you can upload up to 40,000 pages of documents or 40,000 pages of transcripts. That's going to be your knowledge base. Now, the way you can do that is ChatGPT is going to allow you to upload up to 100 documents, and each document could be up to 4,000 pages. So once one of your massive Google Docs reaches 4,000 pages, you just need to start another one. And at this point, we're going to step 6, we're going to build a custom GPT. And if you don't know how to do that, go to my other video where I teach you exactly how to do that. And before I go to the final step on how you could start to use all this information to start to delegate, hire people, and make training really easy. If this video is adding value to you, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so I could keep helping you every single week. And if you're looking to get out of your operation or looking to improve your operation so you could go grow your business again, go to the link below and take my constraint calculator quiz. This AI-driven quiz is going to ask you a few questions about your business and your operation, and it's going to tell you everything that you need to fix in your operation to start to build a business that could grow without you. Now back to the content. The final step here is to take all this content and to turn it into SOPs, trainings, onboarding plans, training plans, job descriptions, tests that actually allow you to hire. And what's really crazy about this, because ChatGPT has all of your knowledge, you could ask ChatGPT to reference very specific things. And let's give some example prompts. If you've uploaded all of your knowledge base for every individual solo work session, and you ask ChatGPT to analyze all the transcripts for administrative tasks, you could then ask it to analyze those tasks to identify very specific roles that you could hire to get those things done. Once it does that, you could then ask, after you analyze those roles like executive assistant, administrative assistant, payroll assistant, there's a lot of different assistant roles and administrative roles you could hire. You could ask it to do a few things. Number one, you could ask it to analyze everything that you've uploaded to create job descriptions. Number two, you could ask it to create tests for competency. Instead of you going out of your way to build the test to make sure your hire could actually do everything, ChatGPT can do that because you could use your GPT bot and you could combine it with GPT as a normal function and have it comb through the internet on really good assessments that allow you to know if someone passes this assessment, they're good enough to make a hire. You could then ask it to build an onboarding plan, analyze all the documents we have around a specific administrative function and build an onboarding plan that allows a new employee to come in, learn everything they need to learn about their job, and get started to be able to do the work within the first 2 weeks. You could also have it make expectations, job goals, job checklists, where every single day they need to fill a checklist out and send it to you. SOPs, building an SOP library with all the links to these meetings. Trainings, because not everything is as simple as do this, this, this. You could have it analyze and build complex training processes based on your transcripts. You can do so much as long as you have this knowledge base. And building all this, instead of having it to be an overwhelming process, now it's a lot simpler because ChatGPT is going to do the heavy lifting as long as you upload the transcripts. Now, I know this seems crazy, or it might seem overwhelming, or it might seem really simple. But if you want help with this, make sure you check us out and go to the link below to book a consultation with us where we could also walk you through how to do this, because that's why we're here. We're here to help you out. Guys, now, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you're interested in learning what the best AI strategy is to help you run your operation and grow your business this year, go to the next link that you could see here on the screen to learn how to do just that. Thank you.